Hi, I'm Ryan. I like living in the countryside. There is fresh air, quiet streets, and more space. What about you, Emma?
Hi, I'm Emma. I like living in the city. It's full of life, lights, and action. You can do so many things. There is always something exciting to see or try.
The countryside is peaceful. You can hear birds, not traffic. You can walk for a long time and not see a single car. That makes life calm.
The city has everything. Shops, restaurants, and trains are all nearby. You can go out at night and still find a place open. It's fun and convenient.
But don't you feel tired in the city? The noise, the rush, the people, everywhere is crowded. You don't get space to breathe.
Yes, it can be busy, but I like the energy. It makes me feel alive. There's always something to do. In the countryside, isn't it a bit boring?
Not for me. In the countryside, you can enjoy nature. You can grow your own food. You can walk in the forest. You can watch the stars at night. It's beautiful.
That sounds nice for a weekend, but for daily life, I need more. I need a gym, a cafe, a train station. I don't want to drive 30 minutes to buy milk.
I understand, but living in the countryside is cheaper. Houses are bigger. You can have a garden. In the city, a small apartment can cost a lot.
That's true, but in the city, you don't need a car. You can take a train or a bus. Also, you can find many jobs. There are more chances in the city.
There are jobs in the countryside too. Now, with the internet, you can work from home. You can have meetings online. You can live in the countryside and still work for a company in the city.
That works for some people, but not for everyone. If you are a doctor, a teacher, or work in a shop, you need to go to a place, and most jobs are in the city.
That's true. But some people want a slower life. They want time with family. They want to grow vegetables. They want to enjoy simple things. That's easier in the countryside.
But what about entertainment? In the city, you can go to the cinema, a concert, a museum, or a sports game. Every weekend is different.
I like reading a book under a tree. I like fishing in the river. I like biking on a small road. That's fun for me.
That's a different kind of fun. But what if you get sick? In the city, there are many hospitals and clinics. Help is close. In the countryside, sometimes it takes a long time to find a doctor.
Yes, that's a problem, but many towns have clinics now. And for big problems, you can go to a city hospital. Maybe not fast, but it's still okay.
Also, think about schools. In the city, there are more schools, more teachers, and many programs for kids. They can learn many things.
In the countryside, schools are smaller, but that means teachers know the students well. It's more personal, and kids grow up close to nature. They can play outside, not just with tablets and phones.
That's true. But what about friends? In the city, kids can meet many other kids. They can join clubs. They can take classes like ballet or piano. In the countryside, there are fewer options.
But kids don't need too many things. They can climb trees, run in the fields, and make simple games. That's also good for their health.
Speaking of health, the city has more gyms, more health stores, and many sports centers.
The countryside has clean air, less stress, and more time to relax. That is also good for your health.
Okay, let's talk about food. In the city, you can eat food from all over the world: Italian, Mexican, Japanese, anything. You don't need to cook.
In the countryside, you can eat fresh food. You can get eggs from a farm. You can grow tomatoes. You know where your food comes from.
But what if I want sushi at 10 p.m.? In the city, I can order it. In the countryside, maybe nothing is open.
You are right. City life is fast, but that's not always good. Sometimes people forget to rest. They work too much, they eat fast, they sleep less.
That's a problem. But if you manage your time, you can enjoy the city and stay healthy. You just need balance.
In the countryside, it's easier to find balance. You hear birds in the morning, you see stars at night, you feel connected to nature.
But in the city, you feel connected to people. You meet new faces. You try new things. You grow with the community.
We have community in the countryside too. People help each other, they know each other's names. If someone has a problem, neighbors come to help.
That sounds nice. But sometimes people say the countryside feels lonely. There are not many young people. It can feel quiet, but also a bit empty.
Yes, some young people move to cities, but some come back. They want to raise families in a quiet place. They want to start farms, cafes, or small businesses.
That's great. I think it depends on what you want in life. If you like fast life, many people, and new things, the city is best.
If you like quiet mornings, nature, and space, then the countryside is better.
Both places have good points.
And both have challenges.
Yes, so maybe the best choice is the one that fits your heart.
And your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Let's talk more about culture, technology, and the future of where we live.
Great. Let's start with culture. In the city, you can enjoy many types of culture. There are art museums, theaters, concert halls, and festivals.
That's true. But culture is not only big events. In the countryside, there are local traditions, festivals, crafts, and food that are passed down for generations.
Yes, local culture is important, but in the city, you can meet people from many countries. You can learn different languages and customs.
That's good for global thinking. But in the countryside, you learn about your roots. You understand your history and your connection to the land.
Both types of culture are valuable. Now let's talk about technology. In the city, you get the latest tech fast. New phones, apps, delivery systems. You can try everything first.
Yes, but technology is reaching the countryside too. Many places now have fast internet. You can use online services, take classes, even see a doctor online.
That's helpful. But some remote areas still have slow internet. And some people in the countryside are not used to tech.
True, but younger people are teaching older people. Some towns are making smart towns with sensors, apps, and digital tools to help daily life.
That's exciting. Maybe in the future, the difference between city and countryside will be smaller.
I think so too. Technology can help people live where they want, not where they must.
Let's think about the future. What do you think, Ryan? Will more people move to the countryside?
Yes, more people want a better work life balance. They want nature, they want more space. Remote work is growing, so people don't need to live in the city.
But the city also changes. Green spaces are increasing. More cities are building parks, bike paths, and quiet areas. They try to mix nature and city life.
That's a good point. Cities are becoming more livable, but at the same time, the countryside is becoming more connected.
So the line between city and countryside is getting soft.
Exactly. In the future, maybe we can have the best of both worlds.
That would be great. Also, some people like to live in both places, work in the city during the week, and relax in the countryside on weekends.
Yes, some people buy two homes or they stay in countryside hotels to refresh.
That can be expensive, but maybe in the future, shared homes or mobile homes will help.
Like a camper van?
Yes, or small homes that move. People could work from anywhere,
That's very modern, but even then, some people will still love the quiet country life.
and some will always love the busy city life.
So the key is choice,
Yes, people should choose based on what makes them happy.
not just trends.
Right. Some people move to the countryside because it's popular, but later feel lonely.
And some move to the city and feel tired every day.
So it's important to know yourself. What kind of life do you want?
What do you enjoy in your daily routine?
Do you like cooking with fresh vegetables, or do you like ordering food online?
Do you want to hear birds in the morning or hear the sound of the subway?
Do you enjoy meeting many people, or do you like a few close neighbors?
These questions help you decide.
Also, talk to people who live in both places.
Yes, ask about their real experience, not just pictures on social media.
Because both city and countryside have good days and bad days,
Exactly, no place is perfect.
but if you choose carefully, you can find your perfect fit.
I like that.
Some people want to raise children in nature.
Others want kids to have many city experiences.
Some people want a small garden.
Some want a view from a tall building.
So it's all about personal values.
And your lifestyle.
Let's say I'm someone who works late at night. I like to eat out and meet friends after work. Then the city fits me better.
And I'm someone who wakes up early. I like fresh air, gardening, and quiet nights. Then the countryside fits me better.
Exactly. No right or wrong, just what works for you.
Also, life stages matter. Maybe when you're young, the city is better, but later you may want a slower life.
That's true. Or the opposite. Some people grow up in the countryside and move to the city for adventure.
And after that, they may return to the countryside.
Life is full of change.
So don't worry too much.
Yes, you can try both.
Spend a few months in the countryside,
Then try living in the city for a year.
then decide.
Experience is the best teacher.
So, Emma, will you ever try countryside life?
Maybe for a short time, but I still love the city.
That's fair. And I like visiting the city too.
Let's visit each other.
You come to my countryside home.
And you come to my city apartment.
Deal.
All right, everyone. We hope this talk helped you think about your own life.
Where would you like to live?
The countryside?
Or the city?
Think about it.
And choose what makes you happy.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Bye for now.